welcome back to the final part of our Gadget Store app design series. If you haven't watched part 1, 2 and 3 yet, I suggest you start there. Congratulations if you've gotten this far. I've broken this full tutorial into parts so it's easier for you to follow and not too long in one sitting.
So next thing now we're going to do is to start getting our icons. So we need these icons. So we're going to go to right click, go to plugins, go to iconify, then time. We're going to get our time. We'll just bring this here, we'll bring this here. The next thing we have better still. So then we have a box. So we'll just say box, we're looking for open box, something like this. So we'll bring out this box, check if we would see the open box. Let's see, open box. So we have open box here, carry this open box here. Then our delivery bike, and our bike, we'll say bike, we'll say phone, then we'll bring out our phone, then message. So we have this, then I forgot, we'll bring out our support. I would say support, our support, star, just say star. So now we're now going to highlight all of this, we will bring them to this frame this way. So for us to achieve something like this, we'll come here, I will right click, then I'll flip this, and after flipping this, I'll now come here, this, I'll draw this line here, I'll separate the arc, and I'll click, I'll put arc, engage inside here, just come here and give corner radius, let's say 12, change the color to white in the center, process this one, engage, so you have something close to this. So I'll just bring this here, just copy this, I'll bring this here, and I'll say confirmed. I'll just copy this and highlight this, and I'll say go to layout, then I'll check the spacing. I can just give it, let's say 12, or 12 is too much, I'll give it 8. So now this, we will bring this way, then I'll duplicate, I'll give it auto layout, then this one here. So for the carton, I'll click on the carton, I'll make it, then I'll cut, I'll paste to replace, then bike 24 by 24, I'll cut, then I'll paste to replace, and I'll right click and paste to replace. Then this also, I'll come here, it's 16 by 16, I'll make it 24 by 24, and I'll cut, and I'll double click on this icon, then I'll right click and paste to replace. This box here, I'll click on the box, and this stroke, I'll give it 1.5, I'll give it 1.5. This one is stroke, I think it's 2, I'll change it to 1.5, since it's 2. So with the next thing now I'm going to do is to come and bring a rectangle shape, give it a corner radius of 12. So we'll say copy, paste to replace here, and copy this one, paste it, delete this, just come here, center this, so I have something like this. So packing items, so I have, let's see the size of this icon here, so I'll reduce the size of this text obviously to 8, and this, okay, items, it's out for delivery, out for 8, delivered. So this, the center, push this up, so name The next thing, image. What's the size of the image? Let's see if so wait, it's too small. 48 by 48. This is okay. And then so you duplicate. I'll say picking others. Just say this one full size 14 to, then crop and bring it down and bring your star here, and you just click on this star written this text, then give it a auto layout, and the gap 0, then this star, you click on the star, then you change the star color to orange, then you have something like this, and this to layout, and the spacing to 12, then okay, double click and reduce the size and reduce this. Oh, that's is here, draw this here. That's sorry, we need to bring out a frame. You bring out a frame, and this frame we are now going to give it dimension by 48. So much we want to, then we are now going to give it a corner radius of it, then give it a fill. Then this fill you change the color to gray, light gray, something like this, or the lighter version, yeah. So the lighter version. So bring this inside. Plus the size of this, let's turn it to 38, 8 by 38. So I think this is better. Then we'll duplicate this, then bring our mobile, duplicate this, then bring our mobile. We're going to double click and increase. So copy, Control X, then we'll double click, then we'll right click, and we'll paste to the place, like this. So just come here, click here, then we'll turn it to 24 by 24. Drag this down here, then I'll copy this here, and I'll say contact support. I'll give it auto layout. Sorry, Control Z, and this I'll give it auto layout. Just put this to the center, this and this. Just give it auto layout, or I'll give it spacing. Let's give it a spacing of say 22 or 24 is okay. 24. And this I'll give it auto layout. So I'll go to layout. Then I have something like this. So this and this, I'll give it auto layout, and I'll work on the spacing for this. Then I'll say 60, I'll say 65 or 70. Then this overall auto. I'm now going to give it a padding. Of 5. And this should be 10. This I'm now going to give it a fill, corner radius of 12, and this particular one I'm now going to reduce, make this a light gray. So make it a light gray this way. Copy this gray color, and this come to this place and change position to 6, make it like this. So center this. So at the end of the day I have something like this. So this and this and this and this and this, center, move it up, and this map I will put this out. I will copy this out, then I'll delete this, then I'll bring out a frame, and I'll name it map. Then come to assets, to file, and to assets, go back to assets, series and created files, series and. So now I'll come here. I already have this. Just duplicate this, my map. So if you've done your map, or if you do your map, you're going to have something like this. So you can just easily bring your map inside here. So you bring this on top. So what does this say? It says out for delivery. So this is out for delivery. So that's all. It's the whole screens. So the next thing now it's time for us to do our prototype and see how our screen is going to work. So let me bring our splash screen. So in case you have not done this splash screen, I have done a dedicated video for it, so you can just go back and watch the tutorial. I've done a dedicated tutorial for this video. So now this is our splash screen. The next thing now we want is this splash screen, let it come directly to this home page. Now it's going to be after delay of 800 millisecond instant. Okay. Then this I button, when we click on it, we want it to bring up this. So this smart animate gentle. So this, we want it to open this for us. So smart animate gentle. No, sorry, it has to be supposed to be this. This is what we want to animate. And let me, for this second screen, come in, I'll right click, I'll bring it to front. Then this button here is what we are going to animate through this. On top of this here, I'll take it back, just unclip. Then now this one here, I'll unclip it. We want to animate this button, this one here, this item here is what we are animating to this place here on top here. So I am now going to close clip content. So now this particular button here, we are now going to animate it to this place, guys. On top, animate smart animation, smart animate, curve gentle, duration 800 millisecond. Then also this, we'll link it back to this. On top, smart animate gentle 800 millisecond. Then this button here, if we click on this button, we want this to happen. After it, on top, yes, we want this to happen. Then to this, we want this to happen after a delay of 1 millisecond. Then we also want this to happen after a delay of 1 millisecond. And also from this screen here, we want after a delay 1 millisecond, then smart animate instant. Then from this screen here to this screen, after a delay 1 millisecond, then smart animate gentle 800. Now when you click on this button here, let this happen like this. On top, this back button, this. So now when you click on, so I think there's one screen I am missing. I need to duplicate this screen. So this needs to be 15. This needs to be one number. Okay. So now when I come to this screen, I'll type this number. When I type this number, let it connect to this one. The typing is experience is going to be on top, instant. Then this one also. I will click and connect to this on tap instance. So all of them are going to be on tap instance. So from here, number 3, if it's on tap instance, so you can see if the next one is 3, so the next one too is 3, then you now on tap instance. The next one is 5, double click and connect on tap instance. Then the next number is 0 here, then you drag and connect to the screen on tap instance. Then 0 again, you click, you connect on tap instance. Then 5, you click, you connect on tap instance. Then 3, you click, you connect on tap instance. Then 2, you click on 2, select 2, then you connect on tap instance. Then 2 again, select 2, you select 2, you drag and connect on tap instance. Then 3, select 3, you connect to the next screen on tap instance. Then 7, you select 7, you connect to the next screen on tap instance. Then 0, you connect 0, you drag and connect. Then 2, you connect 2, then you drag and connect. Then 2 again, you connect 2, then you drag and connect. Then for this one, you click on this space, then it brings you here, meaning it highlights here. Then 0, you connect 0 on top. Then 5, you click on 5 and you connect to this. Then 2, you click on 2, then you connect to this. Then 8, you click on 8, then you connect to this. Then this one, you connect the CVV, connect to this way. Then the CVV is 3, 3, 3, 3. Then this, you click on this. Then this after a delay, this after a delay, and after a delay of 10,000 milliseconds. Or this, you copy this and you bring it here, bring this here, copy this here, then just center it, then you take it down. So for this animation here, for this prototype here, after a delay 1000 milliseconds, I want a smart animate to happen gentle. So now this one here, with this after a delay 8000. So now it's time for us to check our prototype to see if our prototype is working. And that brings us to the end of the final part of our Gadget Store mobile app design series. If you missed part 1, 2 or 3, I really recommend going back to watch them so you get the full process from start to finish. I broke this tutorial into parts to make it easier for you to follow and not too long in one go. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this series. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like, leave a comment and subscribe. I've got more design tutorials and UI UX tips coming your way soon.